So we've talked a little bit about the eight Heruka, the eight pronouncement Heruka deities of the Nyingma, the Kage. And a deity that is part and parcel that goes with the Kage, primarily in art, is a deity in Tibetan called Chemchok. In the Sanskrit is called a Mahottara. Now, this is a deity who is male, wrathful, 3 faces, 6 arms, wings, the consort, Krodeshvari, and he is very, very commonly represented in Nyingma art. Now, we can't go into a lot of detail because this is one of the most confusing iconographic subjects within Nyingma iconography, within Nyingma art, painting and sculpture. So, what's important initially is to understand that Mahottara comes out of the Guhyagarbha Tantra and whatever origin myth is associated with that. Secondly, Mahottara is related to the 8 pronouncement Heruka and several of the different origin myths. And Mahottara relates specifically to the combined practice of the 8 Heruka. That's number 2. Number 3, Mahottara is very much represented as the central figure in many, many terma traditions, revealed treasure traditions of the Nyingma. So he appears as the central figure for different depictions of the 8 Heruka. So, where do we find him? We find him in Guhyagarbha paintings. We find him in the 100 peaceful and wrathful deities of the Guhyagarbha and of the Bardo Todal, Tibetan Book of the Dead paintings. We find him as a central figure in some of the compositions of the 8 Heruka. We find him, Mahottara, as a central figure of many of the revealed treasure traditions that also have the 8 Heruka. So we find him everywhere. Now, the real problems. Mahottara in appearance also has the identical appearance to Sri Vishuddha Heruka, who is also known as Young Duck from the 8 Herukas. They have the identical appearance. Now, they don't always have the identical appearance, but Chemchok has the identical appearance to Young Duck. Now, Chemchok can have other appearances because with Chemchok, with Mahottara, known in Tibetan as Chemchok, he can have 1 face, 2 arms, 3 faces, 6 arms, 9 faces, 21 faces. He can also be maroon in color, brown, red, or blue. So there are many, many variations of this one deity, Mahottara. So this is just a real introduction to let you know that it is a complex iconographic form that appears in many, many different types of iconographic compositions, and it has to be looked at in conjunction with the textual resources to understand exactly how it's being explained, what tradition it's coming out of, and what retinue deities accompany it. So we'll leave it there for now. Press the like button. You can subscribe. You can join HAR on Patreon. And you can also make a donation to Himalayan Art Resources. We are a not-for-profit. We are an educational resource that survives on your donations.